Welcome in to the Kansas City Chiefs Report, powered by Chat Sports Talk. Show here with you. Thanks for joining us. Day number 2 of the NFL Draft is in the books as we concluded rounds 2 and 3. Now tomorrow, we shift our attention over to rounds 4 through 7, and it's already been a very eventful draft for your Kansas City Chiefs. I'll give you my grades and a look back on the selections here in day number 2 with a look ahead to day number 3 as well in just a moment. Before we do, folks, want to make sure you're subscribed to the Kansas City Chiefs Report. It has been an awesome week already here on the channel, but we are far from over, folks, and we want to make sure you are a part of every single moment. Don't miss out for the best Kansas City Chiefs draft coverage you won't find anywhere else. As we did live shows the last couple days, we're breaking down each and every pick on the channel. We are also talking UDFAs on Sunday as well, all right here. Subscribe now. Help us reach 71,000 subscribers on the channel. Almost there. Need your help. Let's get at least 20 subs off today's video. Subscribe now, youtube.com/ChiefsTV, and we'll get started with today's show. Let's begin with Omarr Norman-Lott. And one of the reasons why you should be subscribing is because your fearless leader would never let you down. Who did I mock Kansas City selecting today, just a few hours ago? This guy right here, Omarr Norman-Lott. Let's tell you more about him and what exactly he brings to the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is a guy that I feel like it's a kind of a low-pressure situation for him because we already know who the Kansas City Chiefs are at the heart and soul of their defensive line with guys like George Karlaftis and Chris Jones. And now you turn your attention, you bring in a guy like Omarr Norman-Lott who has work to do, if we're going to be honest here. All right? Production, pretty solid. Pressure rate was very high, 27 pressures. But he's far from a finished product. He's a bit undersized. He looks great with power at defensive tackle. 3-tech player who might be a third down situational player in the NFL. Good athletic ability with burst, plus length and massive hands. But there's just a ways to go with him. And I think for now, what the Chiefs will say is, all right, Norman-Lott, you come into Kansas City, and you're going to just try to, at first, make life easier on Chris Jones. All right? We saw Chris Jones get banged up this past season, missed some games, and there was a significant fall-off without Chris Jones. And now if you say, all right, Chris is our guy, and we got guys like Mike Pennell and others here, Norman-Lott, you come in, and whether it's filling in for those guys or giving them just some time off, that's all we need you to do. And eventually your time will come. And I hope he's ready when that day comes. But at least for now, I think there's a lot of potential here. And then you just ease your way into it and see where things go. I like the pick. I really do. I'm going to go with an A for Omarr Norman-Lott with this selection here. How would you grade the pick? A, B, C, D, or F. What do you think of this move by the Kansas City Chiefs to go with Omarr Norman-Lott? Weigh in the comment section. Let us know what your grade is. I gave it an A. I want to hear from you guys. We'll go over the other grades coming up in just a moment. Before we do, today's show is sponsored by a new shaving company called House of Atlas. They gifted us one of their razors, and honestly, I'm kind of blown away. Not only does it look insanely sleek sitting in my bathroom, but it gives me an incredible close shave. It feels weird to gush over a lineup of shaving products, but truly, House of Atlas makes one-of-a-kind stuff. Not to mention their products are all designed to look like they should have their own tech reveal. Now, you got to hear about my routine, folks, whether it's the razor, the shave cream, the aftershave, and I enjoy it all. One of the things for me that I like is their shave cream, the thick formula that shows me where I'm shaving and leaves my skin baby bottom soft. Now, for me, I'm not a guy that has to shave every day, but if I want to keep this clean face, I got to do it with some style and somebody I'm comfortable with, and that's what House of Atlas provides for me, folks. Their aftershave is awesome, too. It doesn't burn like old school aftershave, but it does have a nice cooling sensation and smells really good. And now, for a limited time, they're offering 15% off your first order when you purchase any razor kit and the before and after set, which includes the Precision Shave Cream and Calming Aftershave. Use code CHAT at houseofatlas.com. That's HOUSEOFATLAS.com with promo code CHAT for 15% off your new razor kit and before and after set. Stop wasting money and time on shaving products that don't look good, aren't effective, and cost way too much. Visit houseofatlas.com today. Trust me, you'll love it as much as I did. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Check it out today. You'll be glad you did. All right, now we move ahead to the third round, pick number 66. Just a couple picks later, the Kansas City Chiefs selected Ashton Gillotte, the edge rusher from Louisville. And to be frank with y'all, this to me was kind of the biggest head scratcher. I say kind of. It was the biggest head scratcher of the draft for the Kansas City Chiefs because you see some potential there. But I have seen a lot of just moments that make me go, not great. All right, here's what I mean by this, okay? Hear me out on this. Let's go a little closer here. So we showed you the production, the numbers there. He went from, in 2023, having 11 sacks and 58 pressures, 15 TFLs, to then last year going down to 4.5 sacks. Pressure amount stayed the same at 57. Why is that? As I do my best Brian Windhorst impression. Why did his numbers drop down so much? Now, he's a good tackler. Pass rush ability, I would hope, is more in line with what he did in 2023 compared to 2024. High motor, flashes some good moves, but why? Why did he not keep that consistent? I worry about that. To me, that's a red flag, is just seeing that much of production fall off. As you prepare for the National Football League, as you look to take that next step, why are you not improving and getting better? I don't understand it. So for me, I'm going to go with a C with this pick. Not the most exciting pick. Brett Veach deserves the benefit of the doubt. I think he knows what he's doing. He's better in this than me. But that one, I didn't quite understand what he's going for there. Do you like the Chiefs' pick here of Ashton Gillotte? Type Y for yes, in for no. Do you like the pick or not? Weigh in the comments section and tell me what you think. Weigh in and let us know. My grade, I went C there. Now, here we go, folks. The next one I have for you. Null Williams. And this grade for me, for Null Williams, man, just wait till you see this of what I have here, because I'm very, very excited about this player, Null Williams. Let's tell you more about Null Williams, who the Kansas City Chiefs selected with the 85th overall pick. You want production. This is the total opposite of the last pick, folks. All right. The last pick we were talking about, where were the numbers? Well, there's plenty of numbers here from Null Williams. 7 interceptions, 14 in his college career, 12 in the last 3 seasons, 17 pass breakups, 1 TFL, 52 tackles. Mainly an outside corner with plenty of production, including those 7 interceptions. And this is somebody, I think now, folks, that you add Null Williams into this equation, there's not necessarily pressure to move on or to keep Jalen Watson all of a sudden. We know that Brett Veach doesn't like to keep these homegrown defensive backs and give them long-term contracts. So now a guy like Null Williams, if he develops and competes for playing time, if he can bring that interception knack that he brought to the table here, now I got some serious depth at the corner position and can get really creative and you know you're going to have to pay McDuffie. You probably can't pay McDuffie and Jalen Watson both. I like this to go with Null Williams. I got to go with an A. Production's there. I think he looks the part. He did it in 2 different conferences. He did it in the ACC. He did it in the Pac-12. I'm all in. I love this pick. This was one of my favorite sneaky players in this draft, and I have every reason to think that he's going to get the job done. And now the corner position, which had some big question marks just about a month ago, I get McDuffie back to his natural position. At nickelback, I got Williams, Watson, Fulton, that I all can play outside, and I don't have to pay Watson. And if he goes down, even if I do keep him, like he missed most of last year, I got other options now. You're feeling a lot better, a hell of a lot better. Let's go over some names potentially watch as day 3 targets. Shedeur Sanders still on the board. Who saw that coming? Also, Chiefs obviously still going to need some receiver help. Alec Manor is still out there. Marcus Imbo from Purdue. Jack Sawyer, just to name a few. Powell Ryland, the edge rusher from Virginia Tech. Jalen Royals, the wide receiver from Utah State. He could be a name that's intriguing. Dylan Sampson from Tennessee at the running back spot, also another possibility. Cam Williams, offensive tackle from Texas. Braden Swinson, the edge rusher from LSU. Tootin, the running back from Virginia Tech. Billy Bowman, safety from Oklahoma. That could be fascinating. Quincy Riley, corner from Louisville, another name I like. Cam Scatterbo, still available. A lot of people think that he could be an Andy Reid type guy. Torrey Holton, also a possibility. Kyle Kennard and Gunnar Helm, still available at this point as we enter round 4. Chiefs had a tough assignment entering this offseason with a tough salary cap situation, not a ton of cap space to spend. How could they improve their roster? We're 2 days into this draft, and you're a better team than what you were at the end of last year already. And there's still going to be more names added, even with losing Joe Thuney and even with losing Justin Reid. Brett Veach is figuring out. He's doing the damn thing. Here's one last look at the Chiefs draft picks so far. Simmons, Norman-Lott and company. And there's still several more picks to go for the Kansas City Chiefs. They're in a really good spot heading into tomorrow. More coverage tomorrow on the channel. We'll see you then. Subscribe now, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow.